Hi, Sarah Jacobs here. Today we're talking about one of the most popular topics that families just like you want to know about, and that's child support. Specifically, we're talking about what happens when there's unpaid child support. Since the purpose of child support is exactly what its name implies, financial contribution for the welfare and care of the children, unpaid support can create financial instability for all members of the family. Even the most well-intentioned parent can find themselves in precarious circumstances, like losing a job, a medical event, a death in the family, and this can lead to unpaid child support. And even though no parent wants to find themselves in default of a child support order, if the default exists and continues for a period of time, there continues to be financial instability for the family, and there can be legal ramifications for the non-paying parent. If the parent receiving child support makes an application to enforce the non-paying parent's contribution, or in the case where the payment is made through the state makes such application, a number of outcomes can be ordered by the court. The court can enforce the previous child support obligation, and in the case where there was a lot of money owed by the non-paying parent, the court can order an additional sum, often known as arrears, on top of the base obligation in order to pay off the chunk that had been unpaid for a significant period of time. If one parent was paying the other directly and now is in arrears, the court can order that future payments be made through the state and can go a step further and order wage garnishment or income withholding, which means that the paying parent's employer will be contacted and required to send a portion of that person's income directly to the probation department. The court can order suspension of the non-paying parent's driver's license or other professional licenses like truck driving licenses, boat licenses, CPA licenses, etc. This usually happens when a parent is in default for at least 6 months or more. If the non-paying parent is entitled to tax refunds, the court can order that those tax refunds, whether they're federal or state, be intercepted by New Jersey and redirected to the non-paying parent's child support obligation. Another ramification is that the non-paying parent's credit is reported to the major agencies. Typically, when a parent owes $1,000 or more, the state allows the obligation to be reported to those major agencies, which can affect the person's credit, inhibiting them from being able to buy a car or a house or take other financing loans. The court can also suspend the non-paying parent's ability to either apply for or renew a passport. Generally, when the non-paying parent owes at least $2,500 or more, this is when the state steps in and puts a hold so that the parent traveling who owes money will not be able to do so until their debt is cleared up. In extreme situations, the court can issue a bench warrant for the non-paying parent's arrest. This typically happens when multiple court appearances are missed by the non-paying parent, or the non-paying parent continually violates a court order, both for unpayment of the regular child support, but also for payment of additional penalties. Coercive incarceration can occur until the time that the parent finds a way to make a payment on their probation department account. All of the measures we just discussed can be remedied by ongoing payment of support, but the consequences of the remedies can be long lasting. If you're a parent who's in default of their child support obligation for reasons that we discussed that were unforeseen, it may be time to request a modification of your original child support obligation. Child support modifications are often granted when the non-paying parent can prove to the court that circumstances have occurred in their life which no longer allows them to meet the prior obligation. However, this takes a long time, but can be settled amicably between the parties if handled proactively. It's really important, if you're not able to meet your child support obligation and you think you might be eligible for a modification, to contact a family lawyer to discuss your options. Conversely, if you're the parent who's supposed to be receiving child support and there's been non-payment from your co-parent for a long period of time, it might be time for an enforcement application. But We urge you to speak to a family lawyer who's had experience with these type of applications, so you know exactly what to provide, how you should be presenting your case to the court, and what enforcement mechanisms, like the ones we've talked before, you're ready to request. The good news is we've seen it from both sides. We filed modification applications, we filed enforcement applications, and we've successfully negotiated resolutions without the need to go to court for lots of clients just like you. If you're ready to talk to us, we're here to help. We look forward to speaking with you.